Hi! For today's video I decided to tell you short little funny stories because I don't have a really long or a longish story that's really funny to tell you this week. So I gathered up 3 stories. They're quite funny, quite disgusting, a bit disturbing actually, so you can have a laugh. They're all true stories. They all happened. Some of them unfortunately. I will say probably all of them, unfortunately. So yeah, keep watching and you'll hear the 3 stories. Once upon a time, I washed my hands, and I usually wash my hands still wearing my engagement ring and my wedding ring. So after I wash my hands, I usually take the rings off, dry them out, put them down, dry my hand properly, and then put the rings back on. So this one beautiful day, I washed my hands and I did the same process. Took the rings off, dried them out, put them down, and as I was drying my hands, my cat decided to come to watch me, which is normal, but she decided to sit on the rings. Not sit in a normal way, but like actually put her little asshole on top of my rings. Rings with ass print. Yeah. I was like, okay, I did recover my rings, so they didn't go up her ass or anything like that. It didn't hurt her either. But I thoroughly washed and cleansed my rings. Highly. Yes. Now, this story is for the ladies out there. I probably shouldn't tell this story, but I wonder if other people have gone through this. Right. So do you know when pads first came into the shops, do you know what the first users actually went through? Do you know any stories like that? Because I know a story. I wasn't one of them, but I know for a fact that this is a true story. Basically, this lady decides, okay, well, I'm gonna try a pad. Let's see how this is. They say it stays nice and firm, secure, it doesn't move around, so it will hold what needs to be held. And yeah, she puts it on. So, what did you think of the pads? The lady says, you know, it really does stay in place. It doesn't move at all. I will say though, when you have to change it, it's quite sore because it pulls all your hairs. Yes. A lot of women, as pads came out, the first time they tried pads, they put the glue part of the pad on themselves, and the actual padded area was against the panties. So a lot of women actually ripped a bit of their pubes off with that first encounter. Funny, isn't it? But it's actually a true story. It happens. Some of you may know that I used to work as a flight attendant, and with that, I saw a lot of things, and a lot of things happened. Now this one was a pretty disgusting one, and I will tell you. It was an Indian flight, and not all Indians are flying for the first time in their lives, but there was a couple of Indians in that specific flight that were flying for the first time. Now, it wasn't a long flight. Well, it was longish, but it wasn't that long. And obviously they were a bit scared because it was their first time, which is understandable. So we try to take care of them extra special, because we knew that when you're not comfortable with what you're doing, it's not so cool. So we try to attend to them all the time. They wouldn't move out of their chairs, they wouldn't ask for anything. They were really quiet people. They really seemed frightened. At the end of a flight, all passengers left, and we have to check if anything was left behind. As I'm checking my area, which was where these two Indians that had never flown before were sitting, I found a lovely gift. They pooed on the chairs. They were so frightened that they pooed themselves. Anyways, they were scared to ask. So they pooed on themselves, on the chairs, and they sat throughout the whole flight on that. Because it wasn't a contained poo, it was a spread poo on the seats. It happens. That's the not very glamorous thing about being a flight attendant. Well, if you like the funny stories and you want to see more, just subscribe to the channel and come back every Wednesday, which is when the funny stories are told. And if you would like to hear a specific story or something interesting about me, just leave me a comment down below. Or if you even want to suggest anything, just leave me a comment and give it thumbs up to this video if you were disgusted by it. And I'll see you later. Bye!